I'm Mike with List 25, and here are 25 songs you love that contain unexpected true meanings. And no, I won't be singing any of these. You guys have already endured enough of my awful singing. For now.
25.
Despite being known as one of the best love songs of the 80s, Every Breath You Take actually refers to a possessive relationship in which a man is unable to let go of an ex-girlfriend and continues to stalk her obsessively. Police frontman and songwriter Sting has since stated that he originally intended for it to be a love song, however, it got continuously darker as he wrote the lyrics.
24.
Typically considered to describe the experience of falling in love, Slide actually refers to a teenage pregnancy and the young couple who are forced to decide between getting an abortion or eloping together.
23.
Because of its German lyrics accompanied by its popularity among English audiences, 99 Luftballons' real meaning went over the heads of many fans who just liked it for its upbeat rhythm and funky bass line. The secret dark song actually tells the story of 99 balloons that are confused for missiles, throwing the world into a 99-year-long global war that ends in the destruction of humanity.
22.
Semi-Charmed Life may sound like fun, but a closer inspection of the lyrics revealed that the song is actually about a man who is unsatisfied with life and turns to hard drugs to keep him going. The entire song is told through the perspective of the man and his girlfriend who spend an entire night binging on crystal meth.
21.
Due to its strange and disconnected lyrics, many people took London Calling to mean the apocalypse or downfall of society. According to the band members, however, it refers to our own irrational fears and sensationalist newspaper headlines that take advantage of them. The chorus is also inspired by songwriter Joe Strummer's personal fear of drowning.
20.
Usually misinterpreted as a love song, The One I Love is actually the exact opposite. Describing the act of using people over and over again, the band was hesitant to originally release the song because they believed it was too dark and awful.
19.
Often thought to be referring to an ex-girlfriend of band singer Adam Levine, this song is actually about the pressure from the band's record label to produce more music and smothering their creativity.
18.
Often touted as a patriotic anthem and used by politicians on the campaign trail, Born in the USA was actually written as a protest of the American government and US involvement in Vietnam.
17.
If you had a computer with internet access in 2012, chances are you've heard of Gangnam Style, with its funny singer and silly dance moves. What you may not have realized is that this song actually hides some serious social commentary in its lyrics. Referring specifically to the wealthy South Korean district of Gangnam, Psy makes fun of people who pretend to be rich and elitist by wearing fancy clothes, scowling, and dancing through garbage-strewn streets with beautiful women.
16.
At first glance, Moonlight Drive seems to tell the story of a typical romantic outing along a moonlit beach. However, as with many Doors songs, it's filled with symbolism and dark imagery. Although the true meaning of the song isn't certain, lines such as "Surrender to the Waiting Worlds" and "Baby Gonna Drown Tonight," as well as the tendency of singer Jim Morrison to improvise the lyrics "Fishes for your friends" and "Pearls for your eyes" into the song at live performances, seem to point towards a watery death.
15.
Tricking many listeners into believing it only advocated world peace and love, John Lennon's solo hit "Imagine" was actually a strong political message. Although Lennon never identified himself with the communist movement, he did state that the song was, quote, virtually a communist manifesto, and that the only reason it was accepted was because it was so sugar-coated.
14.
Despite sounding like it's about a literal virgin, songwriter Billy Steinberg has since stated that Like a Virgin wasn't supposed to describe a woman's first sexual encounter. Instead, the song is actually referring to when you enter a new relationship that stirs feelings you've never experienced before.
13.
A classic case of people finding meaning that isn't there, a popular urban myth claimed that American Girl was inspired by a female student at the University of Florida who committed suicide by jumping off a balcony and onto 13th Street. Tom Petty has distanced the song from the myth, however, ensuring that the girl in his song was never based on any real person.
12.
This popular reggae-infused electro-pop song often misleads with its upbeat rhythm and catchy chorus. However, it refers to the very real Brixton riots of 1981 and the high poverty and crime rates of Electric Avenue at the time.
11.
Although Closing Time might sound like it's about people being kicked out of a bar after a long night out, singer and songwriter Dan Wilson has claimed that he actually had childbirth on his mind while he was writing it. With lyrics like, "Open all the doors and let you out into the world," it's not hard to see where the inspiration comes in.
10.
Often thought to describe moving on in life, and commonly used as the theme of high school or college graduations, Good Riddance actually stands as a sarcastic expression of a bitter and angry breakup that, in the end, turned out to be for the best.
9.
Another supposed love song with dark and creepy undertones, Possession actually refers to a stalkerish and possessive relationship. Written from the perspective of an obsessive fan, Mclachlan actually bases the lyrics off of real letters she received, so much so that she was actually sued by a fan who claimed songwriting credit. The fan committed suicide before the case was brought to court, however.
8.
Perhaps one of the most identifiable songs of the 90s, MMMBOP's fun tone and catchy nonsensical chorus actually hides some depressing lyrics. Describing the futility of life and relationships, this song's deep and existential meaning is often lost in its happy sound.
7.
With its repetitious chord progression and seemingly generic lyrics, Hook fades away amongst the rest of the 90s pop. However, this song, with its tune set to the chords of the infinitely cliched Pachelbel's canon and reoccurring hook to draw in the audience, is actually an ingeniously meta protest of formulaic pop music.
6.
Not quite the charming Christmas song we've come to know it as, Do You Hear What I Hear was a musical response to the Cuban Missile Crisis of 1962 and global cry for peace in the face of nuclear war between the US and the Soviet Union.
5.
Often thought to describe hallucinogenic drugs, Mr. Tambourine Man actually refers to an inspiration that carries you forward when nothing else will. The title was allegedly inspired by Turkish famed drum musician Bruce Langhorne, who played with Bob Dylan on a couple of his songs and inspired Dylan greatly in his music. Fun fact, Bob Dylan and I share the same birthday.
4.
One of the most popular and danceable hits of the early 2000s, Hey Ya, couldn't be about anything depressing, could it? Actually, this song refers to the pain of being stuck in an unhappy relationship and how people bottle up their emotions to meet societal expectations, as shown through the lyrics, "Are we still in denial when we know we're not happy here?" and "What's cooler than being cool? Ice cold," respectively.
3.
Commonly seen in commercials and movies, Perfect Day may not be so perfect after all. Despite the fact that they seem simple and romantic in nature, this song's lyrics actually symbolize Lou Reed's desire to escape his conflicted emotions regarding sexuality, drug use, and ego. The "you" who he repeatedly refers to in the song is also suspected to be a stand-in for heroin. However, Reed has denied that this is the case.
2.
Chock full of symbolism and deceptive lyrics, nobody really knows what to think about Hotel California. According to the band members, however, this song refers to the dark, evil reality of fame and fortune, focusing specifically on the greed, corruption, and self-destructive behaviors among celebrities.
1.
Written at the height of the civil rights movement, Blackbird represents the struggle of an African-American woman living in the US during the mid-1960s. Specifically, the Blackbird symbolizes the girls of the Little Rock Nine, whose courage originally inspired Paul McCartney to write the song. So, what's your favorite song?
Mine's the Simple Song by the Shins, or Flight to Neverland by John Williams.
Let us know in the comments below.
Enjoying our lists? Be sure to click that subscribe button in the top right corner so you don't miss out on new ones every Monday through Friday. Share them with your friends and help us consistently conciliate curiosity. And if you want even more lists, check out these two videos here, or just head to our website at list25.com.